Hello everyone, the lighting collector here. What you're looking at is a late 1940s Sylvania Silverliner fluorescent fixture. And yes, that is what Westinghouse called their Cobra heads from 1955 to recently-ish if you're in Canada. But this predates that actually, and is of course a fluorescent fixture. So normally, it would have these little end caps, which I took off to show the insides. But I got this off of Marketplace in 2024, I want to say. Yeah. Or, I can't remember. I think it was 2024, but yeah, you know what it was. Okay, anyways. So this is really cool. It was like $5 or $10. It was something cheap, and normally this kind of stuff doesn't come up on Marketplace. As I've stated before, this stuff usually stays getting used, or it comes up for sale in an estate sale or something, or gets thrown away. So to see it on Marketplace was really cool, and I had to have it. I remember I was on vacation somewhere when I saw the listing, and I was able to arrange to pick it up on my way back from vacation. So I'm pretty sure it was 2024, and it was definitely a road trip. So anyways, what's kind of funny about it is it doesn't have a Sylvania ballast, which I was pretty bummed about that, because they did have Sylvania ballasts during this time, but for some reason they used a GE ballast in this, and it is original. You can just tell there's no way that's a replacement, and it says on there 3648. So I am going to make a pretty fair assessment and say that is the year this light was made. It is 1948. The only annoying thing about this is you have to take the end caps off to change the bulbs, but it is nice looking when it's all put together, so I understand why they did it, but it's a little annoying for maintenance, and for starters, of course, you have to do the same. They're completely hidden by the end caps. So they have Sylvania starters. I don't think they're the original ones. They could be, but here's the little logo there in the plate, or the tag, I mean. That tells you just how old it is. Or not, well, that does help with it, but just tells you all the information about it. And of course it's F20T12, so this has a high power factor, I believe is what this is, ballast. I think. And it's in actually pretty good shape. It doesn't seem to have any issues that I've noticed, so thankfully it's not being, a GE and being crappy, luckily. This was in the era where GE was actually good. Later on, of course, they stopped being good, but not too long after, actually. About the 60s was the beginning of the decline. Really the late 50s, but mostly the 60s and beyond that. Wiring is in impeccable shape too. I just gotta point that out, because a lot of times these fixtures have really crusty, gross cloth wiring, and this stuff is in perfect shape. I assume this was in like a kitchen or a closet or some kind of scenario like that, but it definitely was in an area that didn't have a lot of high heat or any kind of grossness, because it's pretty clean. I haven't had to clean it, that's just how clean it is. So yeah, I'm really happy to have this. I only have a couple other little fixtures similar to this, and the rest of my stuff is all a lot newer. So it's definitely cool to have something like this in the collection. I like the way that the ballast channel is hinged like that, and it just pops in, and then there's a little screw that goes in there, which is over here, and it just holds it in place. So I'm gonna put it back together and get some lamps in here, and then we'll fire it up. All right, now we're back in assembled order here. We'll go ahead turn off the overhead light and give her some startups. Beautiful. I'm using 2 Westinghouse daylight tubes from the 60s because you have to. You gotta use the black enders. I don't have very many old Sylvania stuff right now. I would have used that if I had any, but even though these are Westinghouse tubes, it's period correct to an extent. And we'll go ahead and do some readings here. Power factor isn't amazing, so maybe it isn't high power factor, or the caps are just drifting. It's drawing 0.69 amps, nice. And the watts are 48.8, so it should be on the okay side. I think the ballast is actually in good health. It's just maybe what they call a normal power factor ballast instead. Because everything else seems fine, actually. We're at 120.8 volts right now. 58 power factor. The neat thing I forgot to mention is there's a pull chain knockout on this side and one on the other side if you wanted to have this as like a closet light or something. But it's very nice. It's not super blinky, but that's okay. I like that it has Sylvania starters, that's why I didn't change them. It's still blinky enough. The ballast is actually really quiet. Of course, you probably can't hear it because of the ceiling fan in here. I turned it off at high speed because it just moves too much air for sound-wise, that would be a problem. But this is a really nice fixture, and they made a 4-lamp variety of this that was a little different, but they still called it the Silverliner, I believe. And you can see why they call it that. It has the little Art Deco end caps there and the silver going through the middle. And it's definitely been painted before a little bit because of all that, and I probably will repaint it white, proper white, without all the weird extra tan brush strokes or whatever that's on it. I don't know why that happened, but I'll get it nice and cleaned up at some point when I plan on using it long term. Because it is a really neat fixture that I would enjoy using. I could definitely see myself having this installed somewhere. It's just so cool. I probably, in a practical installation, would use warm white lamps, but these are cool, for sure. So yeah, that's really it. I don't have a lot else to say about it other than it's really cool, I like it, and I got it for cheap, and it works. So, really can't complain about anything, honestly. It's a very well-made fixture, as nearly everything from this time period was. And it's cool to have something pre-50s in fluorescent. I have a couple of that already, but it's nice to have smaller wattage stuff in that same era. Excuse me. I have a couple more of these type of fixtures I need to film that I probably will before I move. Or I'll do it when I move, I don't know. I have 2 identical globe fitter adapter fixtures that screw into like a set screw type thing. And they're F20T12 twin lamp half piper kind of things with glass end caps. I need to make videos of those. But yeah, that's one more startup and then that's it for the video. Alright. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I will definitely try to get more videos out soon. I might try to get some more streetlight videos out before I move, but I may not. Who knows? We will see. I'm probably going to be too busy, honestly, so I may not make many more videos, honestly, until I move, but we'll see. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.